What's up, everybody? I'm Dio, and welcome to the Nerds from Hell podcast. And today I am joined by the nerd with the laughs himself, J Rock, from Till the End of the Line podcast.
What's up, guys?
Thanks for coming through, man.
Absolutely, man. Thanks for having me. It's a pleasure.
For sure, man. I mean, it was only right. Like, this is happening because of you. You made it
I
happen.
appreciate that. Yeah, absolutely. No, it's my pleasure, man. I'm psyched for you that you were able to get this,
Hell yeah.
have this
man.
outlet for you.
Yeah, so today we're pretty much going to be talking about Gen V. We're going to be talking about Loki. We're going to be talking about Chucky. We're going to be talking about fucking Ahsoka. Whatever else comes to mind, man.
We got a lot to cover.
Lots to cover, lots to catch up, because this is something we've been trying to do for a long time, but you know what they call in the cinematic world, we've been in development hell, so...
Yeah. All right. So, well, I mean, tell them a little bit just about the podcast. You know, what is this podcast about?
Yeah, so, you know, Nerds from Hell, it's an idea that I've had for a long time, and like I said, thanks to J-Rock, he was able to make it happen for me. It's just something where me, my friends, and you guys, of course, can just, you know, hang out, talk about what's happening, whether it's movies, the latest show, video game, anything really, you know?
A bunch of rock,
A bunch of metal.
metal.
Two
That's
different-
right. Excuse me,
two different
metal.
things, man.
Metal. That's right.
Yeah, so being a huge fucking metalhead, same thing, man. Just here to have a good time, whatever comes to mind, you
Sweet.
know?
All
All
right.
it is.
Well, shit. Let's dive right in, man.
Oh,
What do you want to
yeah.
talk about first?
So Gen V, wow, it's definitely a lot different than what I imagined. I'm loving it. How about you?
It's it's a great show, man. I think that the reason like we like it so much is because they have the boys come out. So it's a spinoff of the boys, and they've already had the boys lay the groundwork
Right.
of the world. So like they just hit the ground running with this one.
Yeah, spoiler alert, guys. If
Yeah.
you haven't caught up with Gen V or not familiar with
I
the
haven't
boys
even caught.
universe.
This guy's way ahead of me. I've seen or episode 1, and then I've seen like part of the second episode. So I'm still in the beginning of it.
Oh no, you're gonna see some shit, man. I'll tell you. Right now.
Well, from what you've already told me, like a bunch of wild stuff is about to happen, so I'm excited for it.
Yeah, so it's I mean I'm loving every direction they're taking with the show right now. It's you know, I love how it, you know, it takes place in the boys universe, but it's also, you can also tell it's different. It's its own thing. Especially how, you know, they're kind of taking it more serious with, you know, because they're younger kids, you know.
Yeah,
So the characters are a lot younger, and they're kind of introducing a lot more personal problems that a lot of us can relate to today. You
Yeah.
know? So it's a lot deeper, in my opinion.
it is. It's definitely a little bit more emotional, and I feel like it's more of an open world now, because before it was kind of the underbelly, and we were just following this one group going on a mission.
Yep.
So we only got to see a very tight knit and whatever they were experiencing. But now we're in the world, everybody knows about it, and now we're just seeing like the next generation of
Yeah.
soups of like
Yep.
just learning their powers.
Mhm.
They got a fucking university for them now.
What I love is like it's giving me X-Men vibes.
It
Like,
really is like
re-
first class
Yeah,
vibes, right? Like
realistic.
imagine,
X-Men vibes.
yeah, imagine X-Men First Class meets like, oh, what's the goriest film you could compare that to?
That's a good one, man.
Deadpool? Punisher?
No, because X-Men First Class meets like
Saw.
no, yeah, I guess, man.
Like
Whatever,
the earlier Saw.
whatever you think is like the goriest fucking, you know.
It's
movie,
gory
whatever.
shit in
Yeah.
detail. Like they show everything.
They waste no time getting into that, especially in episode 1. You know, it starts off with introducing, you know, one of the main characters, Marie,
Mhm.
and everything's going fine. But you know, that's kind of where they introduce her little origin story. You know, how she gets her powers, where she discovers her powers and whatnot. I'm not gonna talk too much about it because it's pretty fucked up.
It's really bad. I would imagine every young girl's nightmare when they think about this time in their life.
Yep.
Imagine the worst way that could go down, and that's how they did it.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I love about the boys is they take a bunch of real world shit like that,
Dude,
and they kind of make it a reality in the boys, like with
fuck yeah.
the whole thing with Thanos and the Ant-Man theory.
Oh yeah.
And what happened in the boys season 3.
I felt like they took the comedy approach to that
Yeah,
shit, because that was
exactly.
fucking hilarious and gross at the same time. But yeah, that's exactly the reason I like the boys, is that they take superpowers and they're like, all right, how would this realistically work? Like a dude that teleports, how would it realistically work? Well, only he can teleport. Only his biochemistry,
Mm.
or his biology. So he just teleports. So he teleports. He's naked. His clothes just drop.
Yep.
That's fucking real as shit. I can get on board with that. Not like these other shit. You can teleport people, and
Mm-hmm.
a car you're in, you can teleport it.
You
It's
know,
like dumb shit.
damn well you're still a Marvel fanboy, so whatever.
I mean, yeah, I'll always, Marvel for life. But I can. They even said, oh, fucking Seth Rogen. He even said the boys wouldn't exist without Marvel
Yeah.
coming and
Mhm.
opening the door for them.
A lot of their characters are based off of actual characters from Marvel and DC.
Mhm.
A lot of them making their debut in Gen V. Tech Knight being one of them, who I was excited to see, man.
Soldier Boy's Captain America, just
Yeah.
the asshole version. Yeah, you know what I mean. So I get it. It's a lot of it's. That's the reason I really like the show. I think they did it well. Where comparing, what if Marvel happened in real life?
Mhm.
So I enjoyed it, and I'm so far from what I'm seeing from this, they're knocking it out of the park again.
Yeah, and today actually it just got renewed for a second season.
Sweet,
Yeah,
awesome.
so I'm looking forward to see how much the Boys universe can expand.
Because the boys is done right after this next season.
No, I think season 5 is the last one.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I'm sorry, the next coming season
Right.
is the last one, right?
Yeah, so season 4 is coming up, and then from what I've heard is whatever happens at the end of Gen V is gonna dive right into season 4.
Oh, so season 1 is connected to season
Right, exactly.
5 of.
That's what I love. It takes place right at the same time, kind of.
That is cool. All right, so that's kind of keeping the story going.
And you're gonna see, as you keep watching more of the episodes, you'll see like they're planning some shit.
Oh, yeah?
And kind of from what you mentioned earlier about
Oh,
what I
yeah.
posted on social media.
They're already like hinting and
Yeah,
that
yeah,
shit.
exactly.
Awesome.
So,
All right, cool.
Yeah.
All right.
So, you have any like predictions for it, or anything that you want to see go down?
I just want to see more like one-on-one fights, because before,
Yep.
I kind of want to see soup fights. I don't want to see soups going up against a regular dude with a gun or something, or I want to see actual battles. Like we kind of got that in the first episode. It wasn't really a fight, but like we got it a little bit with like him taking on the group of kids. We're seeing each power as it's going, and I want to see more out of the box powers, like a dude that can only, like, I don't know, manipulate spaghetti or some bullshit, like some dumb shit.
Yeah, kind of.
You know what I mean? Like
kind of like how they featured in the animated series.
See, I never saw that, but like just the dumbest powers, like, oh yeah, I can only open doors.
Check it out if you get a chance. I don't know if you guys are a fan of Diabolical, the animated series. It also takes place in the Boys universe.
That's even more hardcore, isn't it?
Yes. What I love about that show or that series is every single episode is a different style of animation.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, so one episode could be Looney Tunes style, but the next episode could be anime. Like,
shit.
Like Pokemon style.
Yeah.
And,
that's cool.
They even have like a CGI fucking episode.
Oh, sick.
And then a couple of those episodes are canon to the actual comic book series.
Oh, okay.
So they're more comic book accurate.
Do they ever do like Roger Rabbit style, where it's like cartoon with live action?
Honestly, man,
Well, that's an episode right there they should do.
I don't remember.
You don't remember if they did? They probably didn't. I think you would remember that.
Now, so.
I think you would remember some shit like that. Like, yo, they fucking Roger Rabbit did a fucking episode. But all right, so that's cool. I haven't gotten around to the animated one.
Check it out, man. I mean, it's a short series of think about 9 episodes or so.
All right.
But they're short episodes, like 15 minutes.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah,
okay.
They're more like skits, if anything.
Oh, all right. Like shorts. All right, cool. All right, then I'll check that out. All right. So, I mean, what are your predictions on season 1?
Back from what you said about seeing more one-on-one fights, it's the same. With them introducing a lot more characters like Tech Knight, I want to see them, like their powers. Somebody fucking somebody else up,
Yes.
And we've gotten plenty of action. Don't get me wrong, but I don't think we've seen, like, besides Homelander versus Soldier Boy in season 3, like a one-on-one.
That was a fucking gnarly fight, dude. Yeah. But you even said that there's certain parts of season 1 that are connected to the animated, because like certain things that certain soups do
Right, yeah.
is
So
comes straight from there, right?
exactly,
Okay.
yeah. So they for example, they show a lot of not a lot, but there's a couple origin stories. Like Jack from Jupiter. I don't know if
Okay.
you're familiar with the name, but he makes an
No.
appearance in the show.
Okay.
It kind of shows like Butcher and Huey what they're doing.
Oh,
separate,
right.
right. So
Okay.
yeah, they're connected.
That's cool.
And if you've seen the shows, like you'll recognize every character and what's going on.
That I'm all about backstory. So as
Mhm.
long if they give me backstory, I'll be happy.
course,
So
yeah.
all right, cool,
Mhm.
cool. All right.
All I have to say is Homelander has a backstory in that series. It's
Even more than what we got from the boys.
Yes.
What?
Mhm. Like
Oh
they actually,
shit.
spoiler alert, guys, if you
Yeah.
haven't seen Diabolical, But I'm just gonna say lots of fucking spoilers throughout this whole episode. Man.
You gave them plenty warning. Go ahead.
Yeah,
So you said
yeah.
so this is from the Diabolical series.
Right. So there's an episode where I wouldn't say it's an origin story of Homelander, but
Okay.
you kind of get to see him when he first, becomes,
Like a history of them.
right.
Okay.
Like when he first gets his powers, when he first, enters the Seven, shit like that.
Oh, okay. All right.
And then Black Noir too. He actually plays a big role in that particular episode.
Oh shit. Okay. All right. Yeah, because I felt like we could have gotten more a little bit of Black Noir,
And we are,
but we didn't.
From what I've seen,
From the boys, we didn't. We got
Yeah.
that one episode that explained his shit.
Mm-hmm.
But besides that, what happened back there? You got your fucking dominions back there
Yeah.
messing with shit. Anyway,
All
right, so- that's all I got for the boys. I don't know about you.
Yeah. Like I said, a great show, great series.
Yeah.
Just can't wait to see where they go from here.
Okay, let us know what you guys think about it.
For sure.
All right, so on to the next thing. What else we got?
Yeah, so Loki, I know we're only a couple episodes in, but man, I'm so fucking happy to see
Dude,
Loki
the
again.
first episode
Yes.
killed it, dude.
Yup.
My favorite thing about it, they literally picked up from the next fucking scene of the season finale of season 1. Like, literally, you could have just cut. If you go watch the season finale in the first episode, it's like you didn't miss shit.
Exactly.
Literally, just the next scene
Yes.
just goes.
The only thing that kills me though is it's not a bad thing necessarily, but the way how they're making Kang seem like an actual threat here. Like you've seen it in the first episode.
Okay.
Loki enters the room when he finally catches up with his universe is oblivious. He's all like, "This is who's coming,"
Yeah,
this
yeah.
is- So
He's trying to instill that fear.
exactly. So
Yeah.
it's just like you didn't feel none of that fear in Ant-Man 3 when we saw Kang. In that
True.
version,
Well, to be fair, nobody knew of Kang.
exactly.
So like, and you could. This is what's crazy to me is that Kang is scaring fucking Loki. Nobody scares Loki, dude. Nobody. Thanos didn't even scare Loki.
Yep.
I mean,
Try stabbing him in the neck.
he tried fucking yeah. So it's like for him to scare Loki, this dude's a bad motherfucker. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So I don't know. I'm excited about the season. So far, it's fucking killing it. I'm loving OB in it. I think he's fucking a rock star this season. I'm so glad they brought him in. I think what's his name? Kiwi? I think his real name. But he's fucking killing it. I like his character. Like he's basically like the head of the TVA.
Right.
But
And then in
the operations head of it, not the like runner.
yeah.
Or
So
whatever.
in last week's episode, that one scene where they were kind of communicating with each other, like his past version.
Oh yeah, he was
and
remembering shit.
the
Yeah.
shit, but that it was taking place at the same
That
time.
was so well done,
that
dude.
was trippy, man.
Wasn't
that
it?
was great. No, but my favorite scene would have to be where, it's in episode 2, I believe,
Okay.
or is it 1? I don't remember. Sorry, guys. But where he uses his shadow figures to kind of like hold him down.
That's episode 2.
Yeah, that was badass.
So-
Like, to see Loki use more of his powers, that is fucking badass.
Yeah, I have a little fun fact about that shit. So whenever Loki projects himself, there's a way to figure out which one's the real Loki. So the actor Anthony Hopkins, who played Odin, said that he wanted to come up with something like a nervous habit that he would do that tied the three of them together. That tied Odin, Loki, and Frigga. And it's whenever Loki's like rubbing his hands, that's the real Loki. So that's like a habit he does.
Mm-hmm.
So if you look at the three Lokis, the one all the way to the right is going like this. He's rubbing his hands. The other two, I think one has them in his pockets, and the other one's just standing there. And then when they disappear, it's the fucking Loki rubbing his hands. So from now on, go back to any scene in Marvel
Where
and
he
look
projects
when he
himself.
projects himself.
Mhm.
Look at the motherfucking Loki that's touching his hands. That's Loki.
Okay.
And from now on, that's what I'm gonna be looking for.
And Loki is my favorite, guys.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't know that. Yeah.
And I like how you fucking put that out before letting me hit it, fucker.
Oh, well, I don't think I fucking packed it right, man. As you can tell. Fucker.
It looked like most of it burned like through paper. It was just the paper.
Yeah, what a fail.
Anyways.
I mean, I got this fucking mug you gave me.
Oh yeah, fuck yeah. How's that working? You like it?
I haven't tried it, man.
What?
We're about to find out.
Oh, fucking do it. So I got this for him as kind of like a, podcast warming gift and also / birthday present, right?
I thought it was just a mug and so.
Hell no! I was like, dude, you can smoke out this shit. You're like, what? High as fuck. That's how you stay.
Oh, let me pack this bitch up.
Fuck yeah! So while you do that, so I read that interesting fact. I thought that was really fucking cool. The whole fucking first episode was just wild.
Yeah.
Like how he had to fix him from time slipping was basically he had to erase himself from time. That shit was fucking crazy. We had this funny little thing between me and Kike, who's my co-host on my podcast, of like just the writers coming up with that shit. Had it been the fucking wildest like just session.
Yeah, because it's
of them just talking about that.
Man, but so let me ask you a question. What do you think was a bigger tragedy, Thanos' snap, or all those things that happened in episode 2?
I say Thanos' snap because
Really?
People being pruned didn't know it happened to them. People being snapped lost family members right in front of them. Fucking Hawkeye lost his whole family right in front of himself.
Yeah, but I'm saying like number-wise, like loss-wise.
Oh, probably pruning because that's entire timelines.
Entire
dimension. Fuck yeah, dude. Hell yeah. Oh, it's definitely numbers. The pruning did.
I guess that's what I meant.
Oh yeah, for sure. Then yeah. But yeah, so I don't know. I was wondering. We were talking about this too. Like, how do you think this is gonna play into Deadpool 3? Because Deadpool 3 is going to be dealing with the TVA too.
Yeah.
Because he's in Deadpool 3, he's supposedly going back to kill off the Fox universe to bring it to Marvel.
I mean, it could be a lot of things, man. Because remember, he also went back in time at the end
and started fucking shit up. He started resetting shit for himself. So do you think it's going to be like? Do you think Deadpool is going to be referred to in script or in Easter eggs? In Loki season 2. Easter eggs?
Yeah.
How, like, really noticeable?
No, like
or background shit.
Background shit. I feel like
a Deadpool poster or some bullshit.
No, not even that. So hear me out.
I won't hear you out.
So let me see if you want to fucking smoke or not.
Go ahead.
So the one scene where, and I'm pretty sure you guys noticed this too, especially if you're diehard X-Men fans. The one scene where they first enter that room, where Loki shows them the Kang mural, the way how it opens and the way how it's shaped. Didn't that give you X-Men vibes of when the Professor goes to Cerebro and that door opens up?
You're talking about the blast doors?
Yes.
The blast doors made a fucking X.
Right.
It opens up as in an X.
The way how it opened though.
Fuck yeah, dude. Hell yeah.
See, like
it was pure Cerebro vibes.
This is probably thinking way too much about it, but I feel like maybe that particular section would become Cerebro somewhere down the line. Who knows?
No, I think they would. It's more they took the design from that because that's the powerful blast doors.
You think it was just like a little Easter egg for the fans?
Well, no, most definitely. They put that in there for sure that way because you can make blast doors just open up like this. You don't have to make an X out of it. That's definitely the hint at X-Men. But no, I think they took it more for the design because it's able to hold in a lot of or contain a lot of energy, and that's what Cerebro is fucking
Definitely.
shit ton energy.
Oh, who knows too? Because like I mean, because there's also the rumors that Magneto's gonna be the main villain for Deadpool 3.
I didn't hear that.
So I've heard
That would make sense because Wolverine's heavy in it.
Mhm.
And
But before that, though, it's making me question it because they already fucking announced the villain, and who's playing the villain. I don't know the name, but
well, didn't we see pictures of Magneto and Professor X already like taken shot of? Or yeah, that was
those I don't know if those are real or fan made. I know they're like I said. According to the filmmakers, Deadpool 3, they said only about 60% of the rumors when it comes to the casting are legit.
oh yeah.
So at this point, who knows, man?
And fucking Deadpool 3 already got pushed back from
Yup.
May, so now we're gonna have to wait longer because of the strikes. So
Yup.
we'll see.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I'm
I'm
excited for it.
Hell yeah, same.
Like I feel like it's gonna be the movie X-Men fans have wanted.
I don't know if it's the movie they wanted. I think it's gonna hold us off until we get actual mutants in the X-Men
'Cause
movie.
I heard that the mutants are gonna have their own saga.
Yeah, well, that was I think the plan, or that's what they want to eventually get to. But it's not written in
No,
stone.
but I guess what I meant by it's gonna be the X-Men movie that fans wanted was because we're supposed to get scenes like a version of Magneto that's Scarlet Witch's father.
Oh right.
Shit like that.
Yeah.
Shit,
Okay.
right.
If you're talking about that, then yeah. I
Right,
get that. Yeah. Okay, so you're talking about like more comic accurate X-Men
Exactly.
or
So,
mutants.
and then
Okay.
Daniel Radcliffe, rumors of him and gonna play like the version of Wolverine. And then it's funny because you could get rid of that rumor right away. Like, oh, Harry Potter, how could you? But then recent pictures that
Dude, Daniel Radcliffe got fucking jacked, dude.
That's what I'm
He's
saying.
like ripped.
That's what I'm saying. Is he gonna play
Harry
like
Potter
a
will
small
fuck you
cameo?
up, dude.
Is he gonna do like a fucking Nicolas Cage type of cameo, or who knows? Man?
I don't know, dude. It's hard to say, especially with Wolverine, because Hugh Jackman's still playing him.
Yeah.
He's still down to play him, so there's no need for another actor to do it. Because they could have easily done that in First Class, had a young Hugh Jackman or a young Wolverine when they go to recruit with him. Remember, he's like, fuck off.
No, he's like, go fuck yourself.
Go fuck yourself. Yeah, exactly. So they could have had a younger actor play that, but Hugh Jackman's always and forever down to play Wolverine. There's no, like I said, there's no need for another actor. But I don't know. I'm super excited for the rest of the season, Loki, and then for what it's gonna lead into Deadpool 3. Real pumped for that shit.
So what do you think Victor Timely? Like, what do you think he's gonna?
I don't know, because he's gonna be working with fucking Loki and Mobius at one point.
Really?
Yeah, they show him they show both of them working or all three of them working together, like in the TVA or some shit. So I don't know if Victor Timely turns into Kang or if he's a different variant that's not on Kang's agenda, or it's hard to say what the MCU is going to do because we don't know what he does in comic books, but like it's hard to say what turn they're going to take with him.
Yeah, and they've even said that they get to introduce like the actual Kang, the Conqueror.
Well, we saw him in Kang the Conqueror was in
like
Quantumania.
There was like another version, like not Superior Kang, like another type of Kang. Yeah.
There's a fuck ton of Kangs that are going to get introduced, especially I think in Kang Dynasty is where we're going to see it. The hardest hitting Kang.
How do you feel about Secret Wars kind of being a reboot, sort of?
The more Geek is telling me about it, and the more his theories are like, oh, I hope this is what it is, I'm more and more excited about it. They said it's going to be the biggest amount of superheroes in one film, so I'm all for that. As far as the reset goes, it depends how they fucking do it. Because if you reset it to where you're going to start Iron Man again, no fucking thank you. Leave it. That's a dynasty. Don't fuck with it. Just like, that'd be like resetting Wolverine right now. It's stupid. There's no point for it.
Right.
You know what I mean? So reset it in a way where you can tell a different story without fucking with the past. You know what I'm saying? Like, for example, reset it to where like
that's how DC does their animated.
It's a soft reset. Yeah. I would accept the soft reset to where it's like, oh, this era is over with. This is the new era. Then we get into Thunderbolts and fucking all that shit. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? The new Avengers, the young Avengers, like that shit, where you can branch off and you can start telling different stories or go a different path than what we were in with the main superheroes.
And what's crazy is that whenever those films come out, you know, just the thought that that shit all started off with Loki. You know, the whole multiverse thing and everything. It all, like, I don't care what anybody says.
Yeah.
I don't argue with anyone. It all started off with what happened at, you know, the season 1 finale.
Oh yeah.
Just how well they explained the multiverse breaking apart.
The branches and stuff.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm. I know, I'm excited for him.
Hell yeah. It's like Loki's, you know, like I said, he's always been even before the series, even before the movies, he's always been my personal favorite Marvel villain.
So do you like what Tom Hiddleston has brought to Loki?
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah?
Man, definitely.
Now, did he make you like Loki more? Or was it just like, I already like Loki, he's cool?
He made me like Loki more because of how, you know, I guess the mischievous side of it. Because it kind of reminds me of me in a way, and you can ask him, you can ask, you know, the fucking producer team over here.
Yeah.
That, yeah, like.
He was always in it for himself, and he always had his own agenda. Like, he would help other people, or, you know, he helped Thor out when he needed to, but he always had his own thing he was doing.
Exactly.
So,
he was always Loki.
Yeah.
You know? And that's what I love about season 2 so far is, you know, he's actually conflicted between being a hero and being a villain.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so.
Well, because that first episode of the first season, he saw how his life played out, and he's like, dude, he goes, maybe I should stop fucking just trying to look for a way out.
Yep.
Dude, that scene, that performance Tom Hiddleston did, fucking blew me away. When he's like, when he broke down emotionally, seeing his death.
When he saw that he was going to die anyway.
When he saw his fucking neck snap, dude, I was like, what the fuck, dude? Loki was like, I was lost in that scene, dude.
At that moment, he's like, I did everything for nothing.
Yeah,
much, you know?
Yup. All that fucking backstabbing and shit. And look at what happened. And I like that that's what turned Loki around. And he started doing shit that mattered and more than just himself. But all right, so let us know what you guys think of Loki.
Before we move on to Chucky, let's do this.
Nice, let's do it.
Alright, so this is what we're gonna do. I'm gonna give you this one.
All right.
And I'm gonna go ahead and hit the mug bomb, mug bowl.
This is the shit you just got?
Yep.
All right. All right. No, not technically. Because I requested, you said this is just similar to it.
Well, they didn't have the shit that you were.
Well, it's probably outdated now.
No,
It's
no,
probably like,
no, do you know how to hit it?
yes. Underneath. No, it's fine.
Right.
Just come on.
Alright, here we go.
Fuck that.
Here we go, guys.
All right, it works. That's nice. That's smooth, dude. I like that. Baby lungs.
He's not a smoker, guys.
I'm not.
That was different, I'm not gonna lie.
Is it kind of a mind fuck that you're like smoking out of your cup?
A little bit.
You're gonna start doing that to your other mugs and shit. Fuck, it's not lighting.
Not right. This is dope. Look at that.
Okay, dude. I saw that. I was like, oh, it's fucking immediately. That's all you.
So, Chucky.
Yes. All right. You told me about this shit, and I was surprised that it was an actual series.
Right. So
I'm like, what the fuck?
when I mentioned Chucky, he thought that I was talking about the movies. You know.
Which is not. I mean, it's not fucking crazy. A crazy
Right,
thought.
you know,
Like, oh yeah, the movies.
exactly. No, but no, an actual series that we're on season 3 now.
Can we just talk about that real quick? Like, dude, Chucky came out in what, 80s?
89.
Fucking 89.
Yeah.
Name something else that came out in 89 that's still fucking that they're doing a TV show on. You can't do it.
The Simpsons.
No, that's not a movie. That's... Anyway, I was a big fan of Chucky because I was 3 years old when that shit came out. Scared the ever loving fuck out of me, so much to where my mom, love you mom, I had this doll that taught you how to like button up a shirt and tie the shoelaces on the doll. The fucking doll looks exactly like Chucky. So my mom would grab it and be like, ah, and fucking chase me around the house with it. Because it was fucking hilarious there, and I'm over here crying in the corner. But Chucky fucking scared the shit out of me. But there were such good movies though. And then as I got older, I was able to appreciate them differently, and I was cool with it. But I'm glad to see that it's still going.
Yeah. So
Because in reality, it's a dog. You could just punt the fucking thing away from you and go about your day. But for them to be like, nah, this is a fucking serial killer in there.
And the crazy part is it makes sense too. The way how they do it.
Yeah. Like he just stabs you, then keeps stabbing. So,
Yeah. So the latest film in this franchise was called Chucky.
Okay. Did not see that.
Right. So that's kind of what ended that series of movies.
Okay.
And then it continued with the series because the series takes place immediately right after called Chucky.
Okay. All right.
It's all canon. To
So
the
now,
original Chucky films.
what's the series? Is it following Chucky? Is it following
So it's
family or
it's
what?
following Chucky, and so we get introduced to all the characters that have ever appeared in the franchise, even all the way back to Andy Garcia.
What?
Yeah.
He's just like an adult now and
he's an
shit?
adult now. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So it's kind of like an end game of Chucky, I guess. 'Cause
Okay.
They all kind of come out in the show, and they all come together at one point. Stop this motherfucker.
Wow.
Yeah,
Biting Marvel much.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah,
Okay.
So
All right.
No, fuck it.
I mean,
Marvel
they're
fan.
basically taking the plot of Endgame, like, let's take it and do Chucky.
Well, yeah, but yeah, and like I said, Andy Barkley, and then his sister, Kai from the second movie.
Okay.
Kyle is yeah.
All right.
And then it answers a lot of plot holes too. We get a little bit of origin stories.
Do we see the actual serial killer that is Chucky?
Yeah.
Do we get a backstory on him?
Yes.
What the fuck? Okay.
Yeah, backstory, origin story, his childhood. Yeah, it's a great.
So they do
show,
a deep dive into the actual Chucky.
How he met Tiffany. Yeah.
What?
Exactly.
All right, I gotta check this shit out. Okay. So
And
without spoiling it too much, how many episodes of season 3? Do they come out all at once?
No, so right now we're on episode 3. Lots of great shit out right now.
How's it going so far?
It's great. So bloody as fuck. Definitely a lot more brutal. I can say that, which is
So
awesome.
this is gory.
This is gory.
Nice.
Yeah, like I said, it's not no like TV scripted censored bullshit.
You were telling me it's very like fucking
it's like
unrated.
It's
right?
like you're watching an actual Chucky movie.
Nice.
Mhm.
Okay. All right. So, are the seasons connected,
Of course
or is
they are.
it just like it's just telling stories?
No, they're all connected.
They're all connected.
It's
Okay.
a continuation.
Oh,
It's
okay.
an actual
Sweet.
show,
Sweet.
yeah.
Sweet.
Mhm.
All right. Cool. All right then.
Yeah, but like I said, I'd love to talk about it, but he hasn't seen it. It's a great.
But I mean, we'll just hit the bullet point and then tell us what you like about it, what you don't like about it, if you don't like anything.
Definitely how it answers a lot of plot holes.
Okay. Name one plot hole that it answers. Don't tell us how they answer, but just name a plot hole that it takes care of.
All right, so the whole voodoo thing.
Okay.
It answers a lot more questions. Like who runs it? Who are these people? It turns out that it's more to it.
Okay.
It's a whole fucking cult.
All right.
Yeah, so we get to see more of I guess his allies, like
Right.
more of Chucky's people, like who helped him out throughout the years.
The serial killer.
Mhm.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Charles E. Ray.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
his fucking name. Okay.
Mhm.
All right. Wow. All right. So it fucking goes deep into shit. Then it
Yeah.
tells more of the world than of Chucky.
Yeah. And all at the same time, you have the main characters, so they introduce new characters for the show, and then down the line, these previous characters from the movies kind of make their way to help out and save the day type of shit.
Oh, okay. All right.
So to the point where it just pisses Chucky off, and Chucky finds a way to take them all on though. Like I don't know, I don't want to say too much, but trust me, he finds a way to take them all
So
on.
refresh my memory, because from what I remember, they always kill Chucky at the end.
Yep.
So how the fuck does this guy keep coming back to that doll?
All right, I'll let you know. So at the end of the first Chucky, we see him get shot in the heart. We see him get burnt to a crisp.
Yes.
And then in the second movie, he gets revived via voodoo because his soul was still attached to the fucking doll.
Right. Okay.
And in this case, they just happen to what's the word? Reconstruct, I guess, that doll that they burned
Okay.
with Chucky's fucking soul still being attached. And then I guess I don't know if you remember the scene where they turn, they put the eyes on, and then like a whole lightning storm happens, and
I think vaguely.
so that's kind of what wakes Chucky up.
Oh, okay.
You know?
So they always have a way to bring it back. Basically.
So back to earlier what you said about how they could take that shit for years and keep coming up with something. So in Child's Play 3, similar way. They choose to take the fucking corpse that gets blown up at the end of the second movie, and when the corpse gets picked up, blood from that corpse, like it fucking drips onto like whatever the fucking dolls are made of.
Yeah.
And he kind of reconstructs himself.
Oh shit! That's the one where he's like all stitched up.
No, not yet.
Oh, okay.
No, yeah. So he he reconstructs himself then. So at the end of that movie, he gets chopped up into pieces.
Yes.
And the next movie.
That's the one I was thinking.
Right.
Of.
So in the next movie is Bride of Chucky, and that's when Tiffany.
I like that one.
That's when they introduced Tiffany Valentine to the franchise. I'm explaining the whole fucking Chucky franchise.
Dude, go for it, dude. It's probably been a minute since a lot of people watched Chucky. Yeah. The whole run.
Yeah,
of Chucky,
I'm probably explaining this. I'm pretty sure there's gonna be that one motherfucker. Oh, you missed that.
Yeah. Obviously.
But I don't give a fuck.
Yeah. So go ahead.
So
Bride of Chucky.
Yeah. So they introduced Tiffany Valentine into the franchise, and she kind of pieces together that chopped up body of Chucky, which is why he's all stitched up now.
Yeah.
Uses voodoo to bring him back, and it's all just voodoo. Honestly,
yeah. It got heavier in voodoo as the movies went on.
Then came fucking Seed of Chucky, where they had the child.
Dumb. Just dumb.
It was dumb until the series.
I'm gonna take your word on it, but
it was dumb until the series.
That is just stupid shit.
It's funny because
how the fuck can cotton and plastic make a fucking baby?
Voodoo.
Sure.
Yeah, so it's funny because I feel like Seed of Chucky, probably the worst one in the franchise, but that show makes it great, because of how they explain a bunch of shit that takes place in the show. It's because of what happens here.
If something is dumb enough, it can work. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, it's so stupid and so dumb, it makes zero sense that people are like, all right, yeah, fuck it. It plays.
Yeah, they even bring the child into the franchise.
All right.
It's great.
It grows up.
Yeah.
Stupid.
He says that shit now, bro.
He goes to Build-A-Bear and upgrades himself. Fucking dumb. Because how could a dog... Whatever.
At the end of Seed of Chucky...
Whatever.
They fucking transfer the souls into real babies. And that's who we see.
That makes more sense.
See? He's an impatient motherfucker.
No! You said the doll grows up.
You're like quick to fuck. I did. But
see, like, that's what I was like. Plastic can't fucking grow and by eating and
that'd be fucking creepy, man.
Vitamins and shit. No. But all right, if it goes the soul, then that's different.
Yeah, and at the end of Seed of Chucky, Jennifer Tilly's character, she plays herself in that movie.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
And the crazy part is, this is where a lot of fans get thrown off. She ends up getting possessed by Tiffany Valentine, who was also played by Jennifer Tilly. Yeah, it's a lot to keep up with.
Yeah.
But the show, like I said, it makes sense, man.
She was playing her. That was playing a doll that was playing her. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, some like fourth wall.
Yeah.
Honestly,
that's funny. All right. So, anything else? How many episodes does Chucky have?
I think the first 2 seasons are 8.
Okay, so it's an eight episode season. That's a pretty decent run.
I think we're on episode 3 now.
Yeah, it's a pretty good length of a show. All right, and they're hour-long episodes too, right? So they can tell enough in the story. Awesome. I'm gonna check it out.
Do it.
I'll take your word on it that it's.
The kills are amazing, man.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not crazy or nothing, guys, but the kills are amazing.
I mean, you like what you like. But all right, what else you got?
Man, other than that, I mean, that's
what's going on with metal right now?
What isn't going on, man?
I want some fucking juicy cheese man.
Juicy cheese man
of some metal stuff right now.
So for those of you guys who don't know what cheese man means, it's pretty much a Spanish word for like gossip, for drama.
Yeah.
However you want to interpret it, really. Honestly, what isn't going on in metal? It's always something going on, really. Like just today, I found out that Papa Moret is 4. You're probably like, who the fuck is that? Lead singer of Ghost, one of my favorite metal bands
You
from Sweden. Sure, you guys know who they are.
You talk about them all the time, yeah.
Yeah. So they, I'm sure a lot of you guys know who Ghost is. So they dress up like, an unholy priest and cardinal. You know. So.
All right.
So you have like the priest and you have the cardinal, like an unholy version.
Comments are about to blow up right now.
Yeah.
Right? Okay. All
Yeah,
right. They do that every show.
So every show.
Okay.
So they perform like that.
Right.
They got introduced like that for a lot of years. Nobody knew who was the man behind the mask.
Okay.
Every single album is a different pope.
All right.
So in this case, Papa Emeritus 4 is no more. They just played their last show.
Okay.
So a lot of fans were kind of thanking Papa Emeritus, oh, thank you so much.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
whatnot. So a lot of people were like, oh, are they done? What's going on?
Yeah.
But no, I think it's just teasing, Papa Emeritus 5, the next pope in this band.
Okay, and what are your thoughts on that?
Oh, I love it. I mean, every single album is a different pope, like I said.
Which one's been your favorite pope?
It's the same singer, but he just portrays a different character.
Oh,
yeah.
Got you. So which one was your favorite version of him?
Definitely the second one, Papa Emeritus 2.
Okay.
The second album is my favorite.
What pope was he portraying? No, like, was he? You said it's based off of a pope.
Yeah, it's just, I mean, fucking, you got your big, what is it?
All right.
Tablet? Yeah, just type in Ghost, man. You'll get the idea.
You know how much paranormal shit that's gonna pop up right now?
Ghost band.
There it goes.
Now, what's funny is that their music doesn't sound like anything that they dress like.
The fuck does that mean?
Yeah, so, like, looking at them, what do you think they sound like?
Oh, I get what you're saying now. All right, so like if they sound fucking metal or emo or whatever. Ghost band. Okay, so you want to make me do this the hard way. Oh, okay. So you got like, so they paint their face and they have masks too and shit.
Well, the singer, he wears, he's a crazy part. Remember I told you how for a lot of years nobody knew their real identities?
Yeah.
So his real name, the lead singer, Tobias Forge, and he would wear a prosthetic mask on top of his real face, and then put makeup on that mask.
So it looked like his face.
Right.
Yeah.
So he changed that up for Papa Emeritus 3 for the third album. He used his natural face and he just painted over it. But he continued that trend with the mask for the fourth version.
Okay.
And the same thing with the musicians. They change up their costumes every now and then.
That's cool, dude. Like that's an interesting way to go about your band. Is to like constantly reinvent yourself.
Mm-hmm.
That's cool because then it's something new each time, but it's still the band that you love and the music you love and all that shit. You know what I mean?
Since 2013.
That's that's kind of genius, dude.
Yeah.
A way to keep doing that. It keeps you relevant.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, their music, it's not, a lot of people don't consider them metal, and I can understand why. They're not for everyone,
I mean, if you think they're metal, they're metal. You know what I mean? Like that's how I see it.
Well, like I mean, I like as a musician, I respect all types of music. Metal just happens to be my favorite.
I mean, you even said what Taylor Swift fans are fucking sometimes more metal.
Oh
than
my
metal
god, yeah, man, dude, like Taylor Swift, Swifties are something else, man. I honestly believe that they're here to take over the world,
shutting down theaters and shit now because of her tour.
They're breaking records at the movies. They're causing earthquakes at their shows.
Fucking tremors, dude.
They're fucking outselling Metallica, but they outsold them again, so it's all good.
Dude,
still, man.
But that in itself is hard to do. Like, not many people can do that. And fucking, I don't think Beyonce's done that shit. Fucking,
I'm sure she has.
The Beatles. Like, that's like Beatle level shit, dude. And you can shut places down, dude. Taylor Swift comes to Chicago, the city of Chicago fucking shut down.
I just can't get over the tremor, like the little earthquake.
What metal show caused the fucking tremor or earthquake, a small earthquake?
You'd be surprised, man. I'm pretty sure you'll never experience the wall of death, so
I'm good.
That being one of those.
I'm good.
Yeah, I'm a huge fan of thrash metal. Exodus, Slayer, Megadeth, you name it.
See, I'm.
They're more of that happy rock bullshit.
Nah, I wouldn't say that. No, because I grew up on fucking Guns N' Roses.
Exactly,
Eagles.
that happy rock bullshit.
Is that happy?
Yeah, Well,
I thought Happy Rock was
it's
more
a-
like
it's
Blink
a-
182 or fucking Green Day.
It's a fucking metaphor, man. Like, obviously, when you say,
I would say love rock, if anything.
nah,
Bon Jovi.
I would just say rock.
You would fucking rock out to Wanted, don't lie. It's a fucking jam right there, dude.
Yeah, like I said,
Is that Happy Rock? Be
uh,
honest with me. Is that,
that's just rock.
or is that just what metalheads call it?
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't say all metalheads. Like, it's just me personally. Like, call it happy rock. That's all.
All right.
But I have, a lot of those bands on my playlist.
Now, when you
so I
say
dance
Happy
it.
Rock, you mean like because it's like lighter than metal
Yes,
and
exactly.
oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
You take, a song like War Ensemble from Slayer, put it right next to fucking, Journey's Don't Stop Believing.
Yes.
That's
Okay.
what I mean.
Okay.
That's
All right.
what
I get what
mean
you're
by
saying
happy
now.
rock.
Yeah. Then it's 1,000% Happy
Yeah.
Rock. So like, so all right, it's a thrash and you're a metalhead, stuff like that. But where does like the fucking Hall of Famers come in to where like Aerosmith or AC/DC and
Classic rock.
yeah, like
Well,
classic, yeah,
yeah.
exactly, classic rock. Where do those fall on your like fucking rock love meter?
So, I have a list of my favorite bands.
All right, top
and
5.
Honestly, like, none of those classic bands are on my list.
Really?
Now, I love AC/DC.
Okay.
I've seen them live a couple times.
Not even Dio.
Not even Dio.
What?
I've seen Dio live.
He's kind of metal, isn't he?
Of course he
All
is,
right,
yeah.
then,
He's
so-
fucking, come on.
Yeah,
Man.
that's why
Fucking
that's why I
knock that
mentioned.
hat off your
That's why I
fucking-
mentioned him because I'm like, he's got to be on.
Yeah,
Does he at least crack the top 10?
No.
What the fuck?
No.
Then go with your list. Oh,
That's-
I gotta know it now.
So, number 1.
Taylor Swift.
Metallica.
Well, I knew that shit.
Yeah, so Metallica, Anthrax, Slayer, Korn, Megadeth, Slipknot.
These are in order.
Yeah, I already lost.
You said
I lost
Slipknot.
now, okay, after Slipknot, I'll put Motorhead. I say Motorhead's probably the most classic one.
Okay.
The oldest one with Ghost. 8,
I think that's like 10.
pretty sure.
We'll call that the high.
You guys get the point, man.
So-
Exodus and Testament. There you go.
Okay, so that's 10. So that was 8. Damn, that's pretty good for being fucking blasted right now. All right.
I think I'm
So
blasted.
no, just for getting there. But so all right, Metallica is your number 1 favorite band of all time.
Yes.
Why?
So, simply because they're the first. I'd say. So I'm probably gonna get a lot of shit for this, guys. But Saint Anger.
Okay.
It's the first song I've ever heard, like in rock, metal, whatever you want to call it.
Whatever. This first song you heard, period.
Reason being was because I remember this too. 2003. The soundtrack for SummerSlam or WrestleMania. I don't remember.
Okay.
But Saint Anger was the theme song for that pay-per-view in wrestling.
Oh.
And it stuck to my head.
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know? Next thing you know, like I made my mom at the time buy me the CD of Saint Anger and Metallica. You know.
Yeah.
So it turns out that that's when I found out that they've been a fan for a long time.
Yeah.
I'm like, holy shit, you know. So
So they're your favorite because they popped your rock cherry.
something like that, yeah. Literally.
Makes sense.
Yep.
Fucking makes sense.
Yeah, and the next record that I owned after that was Master of Puppets, and then it just kind of skyrocketed from there. You know? And then Korn, they're actually the second band that I've ever kind of got into. Because funny story, I don't know if you guys remember the album "See You on the Other Side," the song "Twisted Transistor." The music video featured rappers Lil Jon, Snoop Dogg.
I think I remember that.
David Banner and Exhibit.
Yeah.
And they all kind of, they were portraying, the members of Korn.
I think I remember
at the
that
time,
shit.
At the time, I was, I'm a huge fan of West Coast hip hop and the Dirty South. Yeah, I love, rap too.
Complex guy.
And so to see those rappers, in this music video caught my attention, but they weren't rapping; they were playing this.
No,
fucking
yeah,
song,
yeah,
you know?
yeah. I get what you're saying. Yeah.
I'm like, this is a dope ass
Yeah,
song.
fuck yeah, dude.
So,
Hell yeah.
same thing, I got the album "See You on the Other Side." Turns out that Korn's been around since the early '90s, and yeah, it just kind of just skyrocketed.
Korn was
skyrocketed,
definitely one of the bands that, like, when I first heard them, sounded the most like metal. They were probably like, to me, they had that
right.
sound
Mm-hmm.
that like this is fucking rock, this is metal. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, and when I started hearing them, because they're like you said, they're big in the '90s, like fucking TRL. They're always on that shit.
He doesn't really know metal, so forgive
I
him
don't.
for what he's saying.
I don't. But no, this is that's what I'm saying. This is from my perspective.
Right.
Like for me, somebody who's not really into that shit as deep as you are,
Mm-hmm.
that's when I thought of rock, that's what I would think of: Korn, Disturbed, fucking System of a Down, all that shit.
Yeah, and then you're right for that. You're not wrong.
So like that to me, that's what rock sounded like. But yeah, so then for you to say like that is what kind of grew your love of rock, that makes sense. That makes total sense.
Yeah, and it's crazy too, because I think about it too with fucking wrestling, the pay-per-view.
That's a easy connection to rock. It's fucking. Yeah. I think they both complement each other real well.
Huge wrestling fan. Huge.
Yeah, I like that they're starting to bring a lot of the guys I grew up watching, rock and shit. And Shawn Michaels.
Yeah, there's been well, Shawn Michaels. Shawn Michaels runs NXT, which is one of their shows.
Yeah. Undertaker is popping up on there right now.
Yeah,
right?
so the fact that you have legends, Hall of Famers like the Undertaker having these cameos, these appearances on shows like NXT is something, man. The fact that NXT is beating AEW with the fucking ratings is like insane.
Yeah.
Even with Edge being on there.
So how many competing wrestling organizations are there? You got WWE.
So I don't know many, you guys. I'm sure there's some of you that know more than I do.
So you got the main four then?
So my personal opinion, WWE, AEW, I think Impact is another one.
Oh right. Is
And
WCW still around?
Oh hell no.
They've been gone for a while, right? I thought
they've been gone for a while. They were purchased by Vince. The Monday Night Wars from back in the day were insane.
Oh, I remember that, dude. Those episodes where it's like WCW versus that shit was cool. Hell yeah, dude. That was awesome.
And then New Japan Pro Wrestling, I think, is another popular promotion.
Oh, shit, they're getting a lot more.
They've been around for a long time.
I would have thought WWE just would have been the NFL and just dominated the wrestling world.
Well, that's kind of how it is, because
they're like the head one, and then the rest are just smaller.
Yeah, so a lot of the wrestlers that we see in WWE today started off in promotions like New Japan Pro Wrestling.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, all these promotions have been around, and I had no idea they were around.
Yeah, so, dude.
I actually stopped watching wrestling around the Ruthless Aggression era, so 2003, 2005.
Okay.
Let it go for about 10 years, and then recently just started watching it again out of the random.
I think that's a lot of fans are doing the same way. They fell off then they're starting it back.
And what I love is even as adults, we know it's scripted, we know it's entertainment, but it still entertains us, we want to see what's going on.
I mean, them hits they take aren't, they bleed for real. I know, man. They have bruises for real and fucking injuries for real. So
like that RKO that you guys seen in the intro, that shit hurt. that
well, you did it on grass too. That didn't help. So, but yeah,
that shit hurt.
Yeah, those are true athletes, like for real. Like they put their bodies through hell. Look at fucking Mick Foley.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, they
Cell versus Undertaker.
Dude, one of the most iconic matches ever.
Yeah, I was actually just watching a little documentary about that, a little behind the scenes. There was Mick Foley and Undertaker just talking about the match.
Nice. Well, Mick Foley's got a thing on what's the channel that The Walking Dead's on? AMC. He has a show on AMC.
Is it the show where they go collecting?
It's
shit?
like a documentary or some shit. I just know he has a show and he has a podcast. He has all that shit. I just saw him on fucking Hot Ones. Mick Foley fucking took down the 10 Wings. Shit was funny. I just watched that today actually. I saw he was on there. I met Mick Foley. Fucking dude is awesome. He's nice. I just got a quick meeting with him at Comic-Con here, but yeah, it was real nice. Okay. Huh?
When was that?
The last C32. He was one of the panels. I went to go meet Lita. Met Lita. Fucking awesome lady. The sweetest, the nicest, huh?
Was that there?
Yeah. But I don't know if you were there that day that I saw them.
Yeah.
Or I think it was one of the times that we split up, but saw she was there, Trish Stratus was there, and McFoley was there. Trish looks fucking the same.
Well,
She's
yeah,
short.
she
She's short.
yeah, she just had another run in WWE.
Yeah.
But I think she's
Oh yeah,
done-
she's like a manager, right? Or
No,
at one point,
she was actually fighting.
she's
was
the tag team partner now, but yeah.
No, I think she's done.
Oh, is she?
Because she had her another pay-per-view. I think that was her last match.
Oh, okay.
Who knows though, man? With everything that's going on now, like all these different cameos, appearances, who knows?
It was kind of wild meeting like my childhood crush, Lita. She was it for me, dude. I was just like, I'm gonna marry her.
Man,
She was a shit.
I remember that day too. I forgot why I didn't go her to meet Lita. She was another one of my crushes, man.
Dude, she was, and especially to be representing Latinas, dude. Man, that shit was. She was the sweetest. It was really nice.
The thing is, like, you see, man, my favorite wrestler of all time is Jeff Hardy.
Same.
His brother Matt Hardy. You know, his little relationship with Lita. You know, and then the whole thing with Edge.
Oh, that's right.
The whole affair with Edge and all that.
Yes, I remember that.
I still feel some type of way.
That was, but that was for wrestling, no?
No, it wasn't.
That happened. They were actually doing that shit in real life.
It happened in real life, and you guys can vouch for this.
Oh, and then they put it in the show.
You know, it happened in real life, but it was escalating so bad that they decided to bring it to the show. And you can actually see clips, and you know, Matt Hardy was actually blowing up during filming and shit. You know,
Oh shit!
Like he lost character. He broke out of
Yeah,
character.
I
He
don't.
was that upset about
I
it.
didn't know that.
Yeah, man.
That's crazy.
That was some real
All
life
right.
shit. So I still
Nice.
feel some type of way for what she did to Matt Hardy. You know.
I get it. I get
So I think that's why I chose not to meet her at a C2E2.
it. You were just feeling a little hurt still.
Yeah,
The
I'm
pain
not-
was
I'm
too
never
real?
get over it. Yep.
All right, fair enough. All right, man. I mean, like I think I'm out of shit. That I gotta talk about.
I got nothing else to talk about. I'm pretty high right now.
Nice,
So,
very nice. Well, dude, fucking thanks for having me, man.
of course, thanks for
Feel
coming
honored
by.
being on the first episode. Good
Of
luck
course.
with the rest of this.
We'll do,
Apps.
and we'll definitely be seeing you again.
Yeah, I'm gonna be
Uh,
behind the scenes making the magic happen.
Yeah, so that's all I got for tonight, you guys. Thanks for watching. Let me know in the comments if there's anything you want to talk about, anything you want me to go over, anything you want me to smoke, listen to. Just let me know, man. We're here for the laughs.
Let them know where they can find you.
Yeah, so you can go ahead if you want to get to know me a little bit more. You can look for me on Instagram at DarthDemonio923. You can check out some of my lame ass cosplays. Yeah, and
That's bullshit. They're sick as fuck.
I try, man.
This dude, he kills in the cosplay. Don't know.
Yeah, it's nothing special, just a little hobby of mine. Being a big nerd, you know, it's just something that I decided to do. You know,
Yeah.
dress up as some of my favorite characters.
Sure, you helped me with my first cosplay.
I
Fucking
did.
yeah, you gave me some of the gear. You told me where to go to get
fucking
shit.
headache. I remember that.
Whatever.
Yeah, for C2E2 one year, he decided to cosplay his first time cosplaying as.
I went as Red Hood. It was fucking good. It was awesome. I can't wait for next
Yeah.
week.
So DarthDemonio923 on Instagram, you guys, and go ahead and follow J-Rock right over here at Till the End of the Line podcast.
On Instagram, YouTube, wherever you listen
Yeah,
to podcasts.
Whatever.
good shit.
Yep. So let's flip that over.
It was good.
All right, let me do it again.
All right.
That's all I got for tonight, you guys. Thanks for watching, man. I really do appreciate it. Thank you so much for
Absolutely.
making this happen, man.
Thank you for having me.
Sure, we're gonna see you again.
Hell yeah.
Let me know in the comments, you guys, if there's anything you want me to, talk about, anything you want me to listen to, anything you want me to smoke, anything you want me to check out. Just let me know. We're all here for shits and giggles.
Hell yeah.
If you guys want to get to know me some more, check out my Instagram at DarthDemonio923. Check out some of my lame ass cosplays, man. Just one of my little hobbies.
They're
I'm doing,
sick.
so.
They're not fucking lame. Stop.
Nah,
Don't
nah.
bullshit the people, man. They're
I
badass.
mean,
They're
I
badass.
try to make them look sick, but compared to what I've seen, I mean, it's just a hobby. That's all it is. Being a big nerd, dressing up as my favorite characters, it's just been one of my things, So
It's a look. Every time you do it, man, it's fucking
why
impressive.
why not bring some of those sceneries to life?
Fuck
You
yeah.
know?
Oh yeah.
Yo, not just me though. Make sure you go ahead and follow J Rock right over here at Till the End of the Line podcast on Instagram and YouTube.
Yeah.
Go ahead and check them out. Give them a follow. Give them a like. Give them a comment. Give them all that good shit.
Okay.
Until then, see you guys in hell.